Hello, hello. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Hello, guys. So, welcome to my stream, guys. Okay, so we are going to start right now. Okay, and I think due to mic issues, that can be a issue. Okay, let's see. So, welcome to my stream, guys. Okay, so we are going to start right now. Okay, and I think due to mic issues, that can be a issue. Okay, let's see. So, welcome to my stream, guys. Okay, so we are going to start right now. Okay, and I think due to mic issues.
Well, good afternoon to you. It is an imperfect day, far from the perfect backdrop to a game so highly anticipated, but it is far too special, too important an occasion to be beaten by the elements. There is quite a buzz here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Bellingham. White. And it's Kane. Could be danger here. Lobbed in behind. Up he goes! Denied by an instinctive save.
Gordon actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's there to hit it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Stanisic. Sucic. Stanisic. Moved on forwards. Piazza is onto it in a flash. Rice. Gordon. Done delicately. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! That's going to go a long way. Stanisic. Pasalic, aim forwards. Budimir, and a chance! Goal! Croatia!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Croatia breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Stanisic. Chalo. England are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Stanisic, that's a delicate pass. Piazza, he is through here. And across it goes. Bellingham. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Sucic. Stanisic. Obracic. Oh, easy pickings there. Gracic, Modric, now it's Pasalic, gently done. Bellingham, Foden, Anderson, Kane, now it's Piazza. Foden, Sucic does really well to win the ball there. Udemir has found the net here, of course. Back into the middle. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Stanisic, Piazza. Moro, played into space. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. They've played it short, and it's Stanisic. Sucic. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, played right into his path. Well timed, excellent interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. White. He's through here. Foden. That's an excellent interception. Modric. Sucic. Chalo. Moro. Pasalic has created one goal already. Pasalic looking to run onto it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yehi. Bellingham. And it's Kane. Played out to the right. White. Oh, look at the space. Foden! Hits the net. They have pulled themselves right back into it. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
England have the equaliser and we're all square.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Pasalic. Now it's Pasalic. Bellingham, probing pass. Stanisic. Moro. Modric. Pasalic. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he latch on to this? Clears it away. Corner then. Sučić with the clearance. Last-ditch defending, but that goes for goal! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Bellingham most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Racic forwards and with intent. Pasalic. Modric. Piazza. Oh, denied brilliantly. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
We'll be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Calmly anticipates. Chalo. Modric. Gordon. And he cuts out the supply. Gordon has got himself a free kick. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Oh, nearly. That's really well manoeuvred. Chalo. Gracic shifted upfield. Now it's Pasalic. Out to the right. Succumbs to the pressure. Gordon. Bellingham. Foden chips it through. Gordon. Bellingham. Receives it in a good position. Shot at goal! Well, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Moro played out towards the right wing. Budimir. Sučić. Oh, good spread. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Croatia! And again they hit the front.
Croatia, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Croatia get themselves into the lead. Stanisic. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And it's Stanisic. Sučić. Piazza. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Stones. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Sucic, gently done. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Rice gets it away. A heavy challenge. Oh, it's come loose. Kane. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Modric. Now it's Piazza.
Piazza really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bellingham. Kane spread out to the left. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Anderson. Livakovic sends that a long way. Kane.
England really are going about.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Stanisic. Stanisic shifted upfield. Well, played right into his path. He's cut it out. Bellingham. That is very well defended. Gehi. Gordon.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need...
Bellingham! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Kane. White. And it's played forward. That has been cut short.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Gracic. Gordon. And here's Kane. Now it's Gordon.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Sucic. Chalo. Livakovic. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And here's Foden. Now it's Gordon. Gordon! It's a loose ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bellingham. Gordon! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Pasalic. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Sucic. And it's Modric. Clearly not happy with that.
Croatia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he's managed to get free.
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain something.
Can he finish? Stanisic gets it clear. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Palmer gets across him, and that's been well dealt with. Bellingham.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, Red, nice interception. Stanisic. Chalo. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
England never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball, and positionally, very, very sound. He's a real asset for any team at number 6 or an 8.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. So it's down to business here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's João Felix. Mendes, and it's lofted through here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Diangana played into space out wide. Can he latch on to this? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's being urged to shoot. Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nuno Mendes. Diangana stood his ground strongly. Kenny tries a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
João Felix. Mendes looking to get on the end of this.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Spread out to the left. Masuaku gets a cross in. Araujo, João Neves, Pedro Neto, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lobbed in behind. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Ruben Neves.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gonçalo Inácio. João Felix. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Wan-Bissaka. And that was very necessary. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cleared away. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
João Cancelo. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, can he get onto this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Real chance!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Mbemba aim forwards. Inacio getting this one clear. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance, surely! Goal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
João Cancelo. And here's Neto. That's a good ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Ronaldo considers his options. And now as good a time as any to pull level. That was travelling. Oh, Red, nice interception. Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great work on the overlap. Oh, look at the space here. Tiangana is onto it in a flash. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great defending, strong and determined. João Felix. João Cancelo. And here's Neto. Moved on forwards. Vitinha. João Felix. João Felix. And a chance! That's really well cleared. And here's João Felix. Turns and goes back. And it's Cancelo. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So what can they conjure from this one? Decent hit from there. Nuno Mendes. João Felix. Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Mbemba, good-looking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a quick ball upfield, calmly anticipates. Diangana. Masuaku, and it's played forward. Ruben Neves.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
João Felix. That's going to go a long way. Clearly not happy with that. João Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, good stop, it had to be. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
This possibly the last play of the half. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's Cancelo. Over to the left. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, it's come loose. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Mbemba. Masuaku. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Masuaku. Masuaku forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Now that's well seen too. Keeper's got good distance on that. Pedro Neto. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Araujo gets a foot in here, and it's Masuaku. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Portugal have reclaimed it. Pedro Neto played out towards the right wing. Driven forward. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
He's cut it out. Portugal making another change here. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diangana. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbemba makes the interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Can he find the finish? And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Succumbs to the pressure. And here's the chance to counter. Vitinha. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Cancelo. Now it's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tries to get it clear. João Cancelo. Shot a goal!
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
There's the shot! And it's played forward. He's beaten the last man. Gonzalo Ramos was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And here's Ramos. Mbemba gets good distance on it. And it's Neves. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Do have a chance to counter here. Tries from distance. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Now it's Gonzalo Guedes. And here's Ramos. Now it's Vitinha. Inacio does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Ramos. Bruno Fernandes. He's through now. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, this looks sharp. Ooh, can he get onto this? Gonzalo Ramos.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Guedes. And the shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Oh, that was so clear. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Mbemba shifted upfield and claimed it back swiftly. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gonzalo Ramos! He scored!
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Now it's Guyz. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Wan-Bissaka. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Not the most accurate pass. Masuaku aimed forwards. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Look back on that goal.
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Portugal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary...
Gonzalo Ramos! And the ball's come loose here. That was superb goalkeeping.
Gonzalo Ramos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Mbemba is there and he can get that clear.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bruno Fernandes. Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Spectacular save! A terrific save from the keeper.
Ruben Neves really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mendes wins the duel this time. And now the breakaway. Now it's Guyz. He is through here. Vitinha! Decent hit and on target. Has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So there's going to be another change here. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle. And that will be the final act. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Portugal leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position. And I know he was helped, but all the help in the world can't always make it work. You have to make it work yourself. And he has stuck at it. And I'm really delighted to see the application beginning now to pay off. Good style.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And that gets things running. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rishedli Bazour. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. There's an early warning shot across the bow.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Wirtz. He's got away. Saare. Havertz! An early chance there, first of the game.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
He's in space and looking for options. Big chance, corner. Bazour goes short. And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Goretzka. Rudiger. Goretzka. Wirtz. Havertz. And Saare! Missed by a fraction. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Sané. Now then, the ball's come loose. That is lovely. And here's Havertz. Musiala. It's anyone's ball now. Played into the middle. That has been knocked clear. And he's heaved it away. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Well read, nice interception. Calmly anticipates. And it's Gnabry. And that has been cleared. Wirtz. Good ball, good take. And reclaimed it in a trice. This looks promising. Havertz! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Havertz. Gnabry. Oh, nicely intercepted. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Saare. And here's Havertz. And it's hoisted clear. Climbs up big! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now who's going to be first to this? Gnabry. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Musiala, that's a delicate pass. And here's Gnabry. And here's Wirtz. That's the throw. Proves too strong. Back into the middle. And here's Sané. And Sané! And for a moment, time stood still. Tries to get it clear. That'll be a throw. Rao. And here's Gnabry. Great challenge, time to perfection. Germany can't seem to retain possession. Musiala! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He can get that clear. Now the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Musiala. And here's Havertz. Havertz! Another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Germany have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Leandro Bacuna. Sané, good driving run. Havertz is on to shoots! Can he stop it going out? A chance to play it in. And here's Gnabry. Shapes to shoot! Gets good distance on it. Leandro Bacuna. Foot in. Rudiger. Shot at goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Leandro Bacuna. Germany leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Raum. Wirtz. Brilliantly cut out. Danger averted for now. And it's Wirtz. Now it's Sané. Sané with the cross. And he's there to clear it. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Wirtz. Hammer and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Decent chance! And again! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And this could be the final action of the first half. Keeper has taken decisive action. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Germany merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Germany are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Defending was strong and firm. And that could... Great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Schlotterbeck shifted upfield. That's a throw. He's in here! Bacuna, and he's gone backward here. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Musiala! Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Germany, so power or guile, what's it going to be? And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Aim forwards. Gnabry forwards and with intent. Musiala wins the duel this time. Does really well to win the ball there. Musiala, and it's Saare. Wits! Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Sané unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Moved on forwards. Chong. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Sané. And here's Gnabry. He is through here. Gnabry. Chong can get it clear. Bakuna forwards and with intent. And the counter is on. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Aim forwards.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Locadia. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Raum. Goretzka. Gnabry takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, played right into his path. And that pass just didn't quite work. Saare. Germany couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is a great pick out. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Locadia. Out towards the flank. Schlotterbeck shifted upfield. Wits. Gnabry. That has been cut short. Driving forward. Havertz. Oh, he's found support out wide. Havertz! And that was very necessary. Lofted upfield, and it's played forward, and he's picked out the run. Cleared away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Undav, and it's Gnabry. And here's Undav. Now it's Saare. Saare chips it through. And that has been cleared. Nice defending, physical and effective. And here's Undav. There's the shot! In he goes again! And there's going to be another change here. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Defending of the desperate variety. Goretzka chooses to go back. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Germany find a position of real strength now. Chong. Aim forwards. Spread out to the left.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he cuts out the supply. Chong played out to the left flank. Side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Gusto, and he goes cross-field. Camavinga. Baina does really well to win the ball there. Yamal tries to dink it through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Yamal. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Now it's Ferran Torres. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Stitch defending, but that'll do. And here's Baina. And it's Rodri. Llorente. Ah, such a clever touch. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. So, what can they come up with here? That was travelling. Rabiot. Gusto. Shaquib. Konate.
France. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Now it's Ferran Torres. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Gusto. Hernandez. Mbappe. Picks it up out wide. And he's there to get it away. Rabiot have it back and can go again. Well, played right into his path. Ferran Torres! And the ball's come loose here. He can get that clear. Yamal. Real chance! And he thumps it clear. That has been cut short. Yamal. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Yamal. Clipped into space. Cleared away. Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Gusto. Driving forward. Ferran Torres! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Moved on forwards. He's shifting through the gears here. He's through here. Llorente attempts a clearance. Through it. Baina. That's really well manoeuvred. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Llorente. Rodri. So we're still where we started right now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Upamecano. Rabiot. Elise. Shaquib. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! And he has been fouled there. Olise! Gets it away. It's Camavinga. Yamal. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Short changes him with that pass. Lovely ball and a real... Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Ferran Torres, he'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Cherki. Gusto. It's a good foot in there. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Acrobatic effort! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Dembele quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Shaquib. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Gusto. That is good strength. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. So here comes the substitution. And that has been cleared. And here's Camavinga. And a chance! Good effort first time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Carlos Soler. Yamal. Mbappe. He's got away. And here's Dembele. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal. This is promising. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Thinks one through. Hernandez with the clearance. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Mignon sends that a long way. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oyarzabal. That looks a good ball through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Searching pass he's played there. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Mbappe! Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Caresses it through. Well, that's well seen too. There is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. Yamal! And it's played forward. Gusto. Shaquib. And here's Aise. Rodri. Carlos Soler. Now it's Oyarzabal. That is a great pick out. Karte gets it clear. And it's Soler. And here's Yamal. Yamal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Yamal, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Rodri. Carlos Soler. Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Grimaldo. Hernandez clears it away. Yamal. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rabiot. Hernandez. Hernandez forwards and with intent. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, played right into his path. Yamal! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Soler. And here's Ferran Torres. Pedri. Pedri! Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. He'll fancy it. Carlos Soler! Ferran Torres. Backward it goes. And here's Yamal. Oh, it's a great ball here. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Ferran Torres. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Carlos Soler, ready to try one. He's gone direct. Super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Spain have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Konate. Hernandez. Played over towards the opposite flank. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Carlos Soler. Now it's Yamal. Played out to the right. Llorente. Ferran Torres. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab us.
Shapes to shoot! It's anyone's ball now. Danger averted for now. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres providing an outlet on that flank. Pau Kubasi wins the duel this time. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Shaquib. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe played out towards the right wing.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Grimaldo, oh, good spread. And here's Oyarzabal. And he's there to clear it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Carlos Soler, nice physical challenge. Shaquib.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's come to nothing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's run loose here.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Gusto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Oyarthabal.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the shot! Split-second reaction.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rodri with the clearance. Now it's Mbappe.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And his chance! Oh, taken with style! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
France have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Spain could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. We've got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Portugal have produced another gem in the shape of this fellow, João Felix. Many assume he's a winger, and while he's quite capable out wide, I see him as a number 10 or a supporting...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Acuna. Paredes. Romero. Alvarez. Oh, good spread. Romero. Simeone goes for a shot! Goal! Argentina!
Argentina, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. João Neves. Vitinha. João Felix. And it's Cancelo. In by Cancelo. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Messi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. João Cancelo. João Neves. Araujo. João Neves. And that has been clubbed away.
Portugal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Ruben Neves. Well timed, excellent interception. Alvarez. Argentina have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Alvarez, who does have an assist to his name. And here's the pull. It's run loose here. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. brilliant interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that has been cleared. And here's the chance to counter. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Joao Cancelo looking to hit the byline here. Acuna did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He is just caressing the ball. He can get that clear. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played into the middle. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Point-blank header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Joao Felix. Vitinha looks to the other side. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Proves too strong. De Paul chips it through. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Almost half an hour in now. Paredes, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And the shot! Well, the ball's come loose here. Over to the left. Vitinha. Vitinha shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. Steaming on goalwards. Moved on forwards. Now they can break here. Simeone, that's a delicate pass. Gonzalo Inacio. Simeone is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Alvarez. Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Simeone. And they can counter here. Araujo attempts a clearance. Vitinha aim forwards. João Neves. Ruben Neves. João Cancelo. And he goes cross-field. And he's making progress on the ball. Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Half-time getting close now. João Cancelo. João Neves. Araujo. Ruben Neves. João Neves. Araujo have it back and can go again. João Neves. Vitinha. Joao Felix. And it's Mendes. Joao Felix. He's in! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Romero, gently done. Alvarez. And it's lofted through here. Played out to the right. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Argentina head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Argentina definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That's going to go a long way. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Simeone. And here's Alvarez. De Paul. Messi. Simeone. Knocks it out wide. Araujo gets it clear. And it's made its way to him. McAllister, and it's Messi. Gonzalo Inacio, Araujo, João Neves, Araujo, Ruben Neves, João Neves, João Cancelo. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Felix. De Paul does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. João Cancelo played, climbs up big! Couldn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Argentina can make their change now with a break in play. Is there, and he can pick it up. João Neves. Argentina are ahead here by what is still the only goal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Messi. Messi looking to get on the end of this. He's found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. João Neves. Ruben Neves. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
João Cancelo. Oh, and he shoots! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
The changes then in quick succession. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
João Cancelo. João Neves. João Felix looks to get on the end of this. João Neves. Fernandez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. João Cancelo. Nice physical challenge. Messi under intense pressure.
Well, he was running and creating with too much freedom, so this type marking is not a surprise.
Paredes. Fernandez. Acuna. He's got to be in. Big chance! He has done it! And this is getting better and better.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Portugal have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
De Paul. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Pedro Neto. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He is through here. João Neves. 75 minutes played. Alvarez. João Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance here to counter. Now it's Gonzalez. Araujo wins the duel this time. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Pedro Neto.
Portugal really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Ruben Neves cuts it out. And it's gone back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well read, nice interception. De Paul. And here's Alvarez. Now it's Messi. Romero. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
João Felix. Argentina have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Neto. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now, what about a counter-attack? Calmly anticipates. Inacio forwards and with intent. João Felix. Now looking to Alvarez. Alvarez! Good save. Keeper read that well.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. Now it's João Felix. He's got space in the area. Up he goes! And that is the last effort of the game. Argentina are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. And after all of that, Jim, what do you think?